What is going on, ladies and gents? Michael or Legacy Kill HD back today with another Elder Scrolls 6 video for you. Today we're going to be discussing E3, breaking down some of the controversial news that has come about it, mainly regarding Elder Scrolls 6. But before we go to that, I want to discuss something that also is really big, and that is the showcase. Bethesda Game Studios showed off 3 new Fallout 4 DLCs, 2 of them being workshops and 1 being that controversial Nuka World. It's going to be a big story DLC, and this goes all the way back to the Elder Scrolls little leak, I guess back in 2014, to that memo, and now it looks like a lot of people are saying, is this legit now? It's confirmed we're getting Nuka World, so is this legit? I'm not entirely sold 100%, but this was definitely something I wanted to mention just because we've been talking about that. We also discussed the Valenwood setting. Either way, guys, let's move on to the next part of that. We got Skyrim Remastered coming. You know, it was kind of confirmed about a week ago. Everybody knew it was coming. They even discussed it a long time ago. And it's pretty much just going to be a graphical update, which is definitely disappointing. I was kind of hoping for some, extra features, maybe a little bit of better magic and combat, little upgrades, but either way, it does look amazing, and it is fun that we're going to be getting it for PC for free if you've already owned Elder Scrolls Skyrim and the DLC with it. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that also, but let's move on to the biggest controversial news regarding this whole E3 Bethesda. And this is actually the day after the interview that Todd Howard and Jeff Keighley had. And I'm actually going to show you guys a clip which Todd Howard finally confirms that the Elder Scrolls 6 is real.
And speaking of Elder Scrolls, I don't know what you can say, but are you guys going to do an Elder Scrolls 6?
I mean, that's kind of like the elephant in the room always when we talk about anything. And, I think it's good to, in these moments, to tell our fans, yes, of course we are.
Okay.
It's something we love, but it is, I have to be careful what I say. It's a very long way off. I could sit here and explain the game to you, and you would say, that sounds like you don't even have the technology. How long is that going to take? And so it's something that is going to take a lot of time, what we have in mind for that game. And we actually have 2 other large projects we're also doing that are bigger than anything we've done. And people will probably hear about those even before Elder Scrolls 6. And that'll make sense many years from now.
Okay. So that's amazing. So you have a vision in your head of what you want Elder Scrolls 6 to be.
We think very long term. We're not a developer that's going to rush something like this out. Any of our games. So when you think about what is the future of that kind of game, we have a pretty good idea of what it would be, and it's just going to take technology and time that really we don't have necessarily right now.
Okay. But you said you have 2 other big projects. I know you guys, you did the mobile game. I think a lot of people are wondering, when is the next BGS game going to come out? Which is, I think people think of as at least a traditional, $60 box product you buy, and maybe you guys are changed that, the industry is changing. But when you think of those 2 other big projects, are you going to do a new IP? Are you going to go back to Fallout? Do you think about that?
I don't want to say yet, but I think people should know by now that the gap between hearing about it and it coming out, I like that to be really short.
Okay.
So they're all a ways off, and we'll talk about them when we talk about them.
But you guys are effectively right now at least parallel pathing 2 big things?
They kind of overlap, and we're expanding, but we've always kind of done that. If we sat here years ago and I said, hey, we're doing Fallout 4, we're also doing a mobile game, we're also starting this other thing, you'd be like, how are you doing all that? So it's actually not abnormal for us. It's just they overlap, and we try things, and then we like something, and then we move more of the team onto it. We say, okay, this is going to be our next release.
All right, so Elder Scrolls 6, 3 games away is what I'm thinking.
We'll see.
Ironically enough, my predictions were right. I wanted to hear an Elder Scrolls 6 confirmation or announcement, and we got that. And I wanted to hear that they needed new technology or a new engine upgrade, which pretty much when Todd Howard says that they're going to need better technology, that's exactly what it sounds like. They're going to have to build a new engine. And then there's also a lot of other people that are saying maybe this just means that we have to wait for the next generation of consoles for what they want to plan out and do, which really is scary because that could be years away. And with these 2 new projects that are, I guess, coming beforehand, how Bethesda, they take their time with a lot of these projects. You got to think in mind that these projects are going to take they're not going to come out like a Call of Duty title. Next year we're going to get one the year after. I'm guessing there'll be at least 2 years between. It's really unfortunate to say that I think we're not going to be getting the Elder Scrolls 6 until at least 2020. which I really hope is untrue. I really do. Let me know in the comment section when you guys think the Elder Scrolls 6 is coming now, but I really hope that they keep on expanding their studio. Take their time, obviously, because I know that everybody wants them to take their time. They don't want to get rushed out, but I guess the expectations for the Elder Scrolls 6 really is going to be a lot more higher now, just knowing that this game will be at least like 8 or 9 or 10 years, I guess, after Skyrim. Then on Twitter, the vice president of marketing of Bethesda, Pete Hines, discussed it kinda. He joked a little bit about the release date, which really just tells everybody that this game is not coming anytime soon. He actually says that the game will be coming probably, or he jokes about it because Elder Scrolls Skyrim, the background of this joke is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim came out in November 11th, 2011, so he jokes with Todd Howard that the game will be coming 22/22/22, which obviously just a joke, but it really does tell a lot of people that, wow, it's no time soon. And then some other people said that the game's probably in the works, right? And he pretty much says, nope, not at all. The game has not actually even been in development, which really is even more scarier, just knowing that they haven't actually even started with it. As far as what Todd Howard pretty much said in that interview, he didn't say the game was in development, but it sounds like they know what their story is going to be or what the game's going to be about. And they say they really can't start on it until they have better technology, which in my mind is a new engine. Definitely disappointing that we're not going to be getting the Elder Scrolls 6 anytime soon. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. But either way, I guess it is going to be cool to see what these two new projects are, and that's what I'm going to discuss right now. I personally now think the next Bethesda game studio title will be a new IP, something completely different, non-Fallout, non-Elder Scrolls, and it'll be something made up from scratch, which I guess I really do like the idea of that, but I really just don't know what to expect from them. It's going to be fun to explore a new universe and pretty much a new everything, so I guess we'll just have to see. Hopefully we'll get some leaks or some type of news soon. It would be fun to imagine what we're going to get. And then the next question is, what is the second project going to be? And in my mind, I think it could be a spin-off of Fallout Elder Scrolls. A lot of people have been just suggesting maybe a New Vegas 2. I get that a lot of people are going to say it's Obsidian's, but it's also Bethesda's title. They own the trademark and they can do whatever they want. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be called Fallout New Vegas 2, but I could see maybe Fallout the Boneyard. If you're not familiar, that's pretty much Los Angeles, just the apocalyptic version. Well, that would be a lot of fun. And then if you want to flip the argument, go to the Elder Scrolls, maybe we go to Akavir and follow the main character Morrowind, the Nerevarine, and see what his journey has come to now. Or maybe we just follow a new character. That'd be pretty cool. Something outside of the story, and obviously it wouldn't be, I guess, in the 4th era after Skyrim. But then you could make the argument, why isn't this just the Elder Scrolls 6? Either way, there's a lot of ideas of what these two projects are. I just can't imagine them both being two new IPs. I have to guess and say that one of them is going to be at least be a spin-off or something in the Fallout or Elder Scrolls universe. I think that would be a pretty cool idea with Akavir, a way to bring that continent into the Elder Scrolls games. I want to know what you guys think, and make sure you guys like the video, share it wherever. I want to hear everybody's thoughts. And make sure you guys subscribe. I'm still going to be making a lot of Elder Scrolls 6 content. I mean, that doesn't stop the train. There's so much to discuss, a lot more to come, and see you guys later.